Hey guys, it's Victor 2 from Tumblr, here to do my Supernatural Diary for Season 7, Episode 4. I can count. Liked this episode a lot better. Had some, how do you put that? This is becoming a pattern, you know, the whole every other episode, I don't want to kill the writers in a fiery, burning passion of flames and painfulness. Had some, I was worried about what they were gonna do, and I came away with it liking it. So let's start off with Sammy. Sammy, I love what they're doing with him. Just this, my poster's coming off. This is my doggy. See him? He's so cute. What else do I have on my desk? Starship Enterprise. Oh, I'm done now. I'm watching Anthony Bourdain, by the way. Anthony Bourdain. No reservations. He's in Japan right now. Anthony Bourdain. Ooh, that looks tasty. If you guys don't watch Anthony Bourdain, he's awesome. And he just purified himself in a waterfall. It didn't make any sense. Back to this. Sam was so into this case. I loved it. I love how Sam is like diving back into what makes him feel good, which is helping other people. Sam, he gives me this just hope that it's gonna be okay. Sam sees the world, I think, in more of a big picture than Dean does. Dean gets so caught up in what's happening to him, like him personally. But Sam, he has a more global appreciation for things. I think Sam is able to project where he wants to be down the road and where he wants Dean to be down the road. Sam can see the other side of the tunnel. And when he gets to the other end of the tunnel, he realizes he's there and he's like, you know, I can't do anything about what just happened, but I'm here now. And the Good Wife reference. Like, seriously, the Good Wife is so funny. Sam, you will never be able to judge anybody on their television watching again, ever. Or what if he had said Suits? I would have died if he had said Suits. Sam, so into this case. I think he was just so happy to be helping people. Because Sam realizes the big picture, he understands where he fits in the big picture. And he knows that sometimes Sam can only do so much at once. And if that means that he's helping one person, one crazy black guy, who really didn't listen to him at all, like, then Sam is happy with that. Dean, Mel referenced me saying this to her, because last night we were talking about it, and what's sticking out to me right now is how just bone tired Dean is. He's tired. He looks tired. He looks older, and, you know, he's drinking a lot, and he's just, it's not coming as easy for him to be doing all this stuff right now. He is grieving. I've grieved before. I know what that feels like. I've been depressed before. Depression and grief are extremely physical. Grief is exhausting. It makes you tired all the time. Grief is a very physically painful, like, experience. It gives you aches. Dean's body is experiencing grief. It's little things to me, and I'm probably just projecting, but for me, it makes it even more apparent when Dean, like, stretches, or if he looks tense. I think there's one point in the episode where he, like, tries to pop his back or something, but his mind is resisting, because it's hard to grieve mentally. Dean's just, he looks so tired, and he's so passive. He is just kind of rolling with the tide right now. Right up to the very end when Joe's about to kill him. He seems completely not, I mean, I know he probably wasn't okay with it. Like, he's probably like, don't really want this to happen. But I think he felt like there wasn't any other choice. He just wants it to be over. He wants to be done. Because Dean doesn't like to feel feels. He doesn't. He hates it, actually. He would rather die than deal with his feelings. He would rather die than deal with reality, which is what, you know, we saw with the whole, like, oh God, please don't call Amy to the stand because then Sam will find out and then I'm really boned because I can't lose Sam. I can't let Sam see what just happened there and what a monster I was. Sam's eventually going to find out, and I really hope that Sam, if he does and when he does find out about that, can cope with it. Even if that's the truth, he really just has to get past it. And I really hope, with the way that they've made Sam so insightful and so mature and so wise about all this, I hope that they can translate that and be like, you know, Dean really can't afford to lose Sam again. I'm glad that they didn't show Cass, because that said two things to me. It said, one, that they weren't ready to introduce Cass again. They're trying to keep it mystery, which is why we're watching. And also because I think right now Dean really isn't thinking about Cass. I think Dean is doing everything within his power not to think about Cass. Dean's plan with Cass was to leave it all there at that lakeside. He took the trench coat with him. But other than that, I think Dean's plan, end game, was to leave it all there. Because I don't think Dean could deal with it. I really don't think mentally Dean could deal with it. He is too messed up right now. He is too unstable and fragile to acknowledge what happened, or his feelings, or Cass's feelings, or the motives, or even just what physically happened. Like, I don't think Dean can even deal with the fact that he watched Cass walk into a lake. Like, I don't even think Dean's even thinking about that. So when he was absent from that montage, that made total sense to me, because Dean's pushed that way back. I think Dean is losing himself. I think he is losing who makes him. He's getting bogged down by that 90%. He feels like he's not worth anything anymore. And that's why I think if I were writing this, where I would want it to go is I would want Cass to make a re-entrance. And even if Cass is going to leave, even if Cass is going to die, he needs to be the one who tells Dean, again, you don't understand how important you are. You're worth it, Dean. You're worth it. How you're not 90% crap. Or even if you are 90% crap, you are still worth it. Someone needs to say that to him. And it can't be... I don't feel like it could be Sam, because Sam loves Dean so much already. And he loves him because he's his brother, his other half. But Cass went through the ringer for Dean. Cass did some really fucked up shit for Dean. But Cass, I believe, this isn't my belief, Cass loves Dean. He loves him so deeply. And after all that they've been through, Cass would be the only person who can say to Dean, you're worth it. You're worth it. All of that, all that happened, worth it. Yeah, you're 90% crap. You drive me crazy, but I would do it again. I would do it again. Because Dean's so ready to give up. No one gets it. And for Dean, no one does get it. No one could. I think the only person who could is Cass, because he's seen Dean in the most basic of forms. Just baseline. What is Dean Winchester? Cass has seen it. And that's why he could understand. So many feels. So many. Dean pep talking himself in the parking lot just broke my heart. Because he's trying so hard. But he's kidding himself. He is. And he's just trying, and it was heartbreaking to watch. Heartbreaking. Oh my god, I am so obsessed with this show. I'm obsessed with this show. You too. You too. My god. Japanese people really like baseball. I think Bobby is still off. I really don't know why. Dude, they freaking love baseball. They're getting into it. It's just... I'm ready to see where they're taking this. Preparing myself for the breakdown. Because it's a comment. That inevitable just bringing everything out of the closet. I mean, it's supernatural. It's gonna be here. That come to Jesus. No. That was really random. Sorry, Mel is Skyping me. But it was a good episode. It was hard. It was hard, even though there were some really good parts. Off topic, I hate emoticons. I hate when you like make a sad face and it like switches on Skype. Hate that. Hate that. I think they're so tacky. Oh, Anthony Bourdain. He's so mesmerizing. Well, I just zoned down there watching Anthony Bourdain. Oh my gosh. I think I'm just tired today. Went to Witch Witch. It was tasty. Just went a lot of places. I think they're laying on pretty thick. Dean's a heterosexual dude. I don't want to get into that. Sorry this is a bit dull. Like I said, I'm tired, but and the lighting's weird. It was so awesome to see the captain from Star Trek. I don't care if I spoiled it for Mel. It was awesome to see him. He was flawless. And Jo. Thank God they made Jo keep herself about her. I was so worried that I wasn't going to respect Jo, that they were just going to default to her being like, oh, I love you. And blah, blah, blah. But they didn't. They didn't. Jo's awesome. And then when she touched his face, it was so sweet. But anyway guys, thanks for watching.